Yes, dear students, again we are here with Agencies of Urban Development in this session also. ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಗರ ಯೋಜನೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಗರಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುವ ಸಾಂಸ್ಥಿಕ ನಿಯೋಗಗಳ ಪಾತ್ರವೇನು ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ವಿಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತ ಪ್ರಜಾಸತ್ತಾತ್ಮಕ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಸ್ವಾಯತ್ತ ಸ್ವಯಮಾಡಳಿತ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೀಡುವ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಂತಹ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಆಡಳಿತ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕರೂಪತೆಯನ್ನು ತರುವ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ 93ರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸಂವಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ 73-74ನೇ ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿಯನ್ನು ತರಲಾಯಿತು. ಅದರ ಮೂಲಕ ದೈನಂದಿನ ಆಡಳಿತದ ಹೊಣೆಗಾರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತು ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು, ಮಹಾನಗರ ಪಾಲಿಕೆಗಳು, ಪಟ್ಟಣ ಪುರಸಭೆ ಪಂಚಾಯಿತಿಗಳು ಚುನಾಯಿತ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಂದ ನಡೆಸಲ್ಪಡುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸಿಸುವ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಸೌಕರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸುವ ಬದ್ಧತೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತವೆ. ನಗರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ನಗರವಾಸಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮೂಲಸೌಕರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸಿಕೊಡುವ ಹೊಣೆಗಾರಿಕೆಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಗರ ಮಾಲಿನ್ಯವನ್ನು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟುವ, ನಗರದ ಕೊಳಚೆ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಯಂತ್ರಿಸುವ, ನಗರವನ್ನು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ವಲಯ, ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ವಲಯ, ಜನವಸತಿ ವಲಯ ಎಂದು ಮುಂತಾಗಿ ವಲಯೀಕರಣ ಮಾಡುವ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿತ ನಿಯಮಗಳಿಗನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಜನರು ತಮ್ಮ ವಸತಿ ನಿಲಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕೆಂದು ಕಟ್ಟುಪಾಡುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇರುವ, ನಗರದ ನಿವಾಸಿಗಳ ದೈನಂದಿನ ಜೀವನ ಸುಗಮವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯಲು ಬೇಕಾದ ಏರ್ಪಾಡುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಕೂಡ ನಗರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ನಗರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ವಿಧಿಸುವ ನಿಯಮಗಳನ್ನು ಉಲ್ಲಂಘಿಸುವವರಿಗೆ ಕಾನೂನು ಪ್ರಕಾರ ದಂಡನೆ ವಿಧಿಸುವ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಕೂಡ ಅದಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ನಗರಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಂಡಳಿ ಹಾಗೂ ನಗರಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರಾಧಿಕಾರಗಳ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಅನೇಕ ನಗರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಗರದ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ನಿಗದಿತ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕೆಂಬ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಹಾಗೂ ನಗರವಾಸಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಗರದ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚುತ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುವ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ತೀರಾ ಅಗತ್ಯದ ಮೂಲಸೌಕರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಲಭ್ಯವಾಗಬೇಕೆಂಬ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಲು ನಗರಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರಾಧಿಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ನಗರಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಂಡಳಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. In many Indian cities, development authorities wear the hat of planners and developers simultaneously, as a result of which physical development supersedes planning concerns. Urban Development Authority. The major undertaking of Urban Development Authority includes the following: infrastructural development of region by construction of flyovers, bridges, parking places, development of commercial projects and residential schemes, etc. Development of basic amenities like community centers, parks, ring roads, development and rehabilitation of Kachi Basti, etc. Preparation and implementation of master plan, preparation and implementation of guidelines for colonization. Environmental development by planning and implementing roadside plantations and by developing eco-friendly schemes. Development of rural area around cities. Development of transport facilities like mass rapid transport system, transport major sector roads. The role and function of municipal corporations. A municipal corporation works in coordination with the state government for the effective execution of the various plans and programs. Corporation divides functions, powers and responsibilities in the following categories: obligatory, discretionary. Some obligatory functions: supply of pure and wholesome water, construction and maintenance of public streets, lighting and watering of public streets, cleaning of public streets, places and sewers, regulation of offensive, dangerous and obnoxious trades and callings of practices, maintenance or support of public hospitals, establishment and maintenance of primary schools, registration of births and deaths, removing obstructions and projections in public streets, bridges and other places, naming streets and numbering houses. Some discretionary functions: construction and maintenance of public parks, gardens, libraries, museums, rest houses, leper homes, orphanages and rescue homes for women, planting and maintenance of roadside other trees, housing for low income groups, conducting surveys. Lighting and watering of public streets, cleaning of public street places and sewers, regulation of offensive, dangerous or obnoxious trades and callings of practices, organizing public receptions, public exhibitions, public entertainment, provision of transport facilities with the municipality. Town and country planning organization, established in 1962, has come a long way. It has been functioning as the technical wing of the Ministry of Urban Development and Government of India. Over the years, TCPO has undertaken various pioneering works in the area of formulating master plans, urban design projects, tourism, development plans, regional plans, empirical research studies in topical areas, manuals and guides on various aspects of planning and development, monitoring and evaluation of plans, planning and development monitoring, urban mapping, urban and regional development policies, development law, etc. The organization is responsible for providing assistance and advice of highest order to central and state governments, public sector agencies, urban development authorities, and urban local bodies know matters pertaining to urban and regional planning and development. Apart from non-plan functions, TCPO also monitors specific plan schemes of the Ministry of Urban Development. The major functions of other organizations are grouped in the following areas. TCPO as an apex organization in the field of urban and regional planning and development provides knowledge, support and technical advice and assistance to various state governments, development authorities, urban local bodies, other agencies, etc. Technical assistance and guidance to the Ministry of Urban Development, Planning Commission, other central ministry agencies. Research studies in areas of topical interest, manuals and guides on various aspects of planning and development, training and capacity building, conferences and workshops in the field of urban and regional planning and development and remote sensing and GIS applications in urban and regional planning, appraisal and monitoring of central sector projects, schemes, etc. Industrial Development and Investment Corporation, which played an important role in the industrial development of city. It is mainly engaged in the site selection and acquisition of land, financial assistance to small scale and large scale projects. Housing and Urban Development Corporation. The objectives of HUDCO include providing long-term finance for construction of houses for residential purposes or finance or undertaking housing and urban development programs in the country, finance or undertake wholly or partly the setting up of the new or satellite towns, are subscribed to the debentures and bonds to be issued by the state housing boards, improvement trusts, development authorities, especially for the purpose of financing housing and urban development programs. Finance or undertake the setting up of industrial enterprise of building material, administer the monies received from time to time from the Government of India and other sources as grants or otherwise for the purpose of financing or undertaking housing and urban development programs in the country, and promote, establish, assist, collaborate and provide consultancy services for the project of designing and planning of works relating to housing and urban development programs in India and abroad. Undertake business of venture capital fund in housing and urban developmental sectors, facilitating innovations in these sectors, and invest in and or subscribe to the unit share etc. of venture capital funds promoted by government or government agencies in the above areas. Set up HUDCO's own mutual fund for the purpose of housing and urban development programs. Invest in and or subscribe to the units etc. of mutual funds promoted by the government agencies for the above purpose. ಹೀಗೆ ಕಾಲಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ನಗರವಾಸಿಗಳ ಹಾಗೂ ನಗರದ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಂಡು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರವು ನಗರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಅನನ್ಯ ನಗರಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ರೂಪಿಸಿ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಗರದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಯೋಜಿಸುವ ಹಾಗೂ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಮತ್ತಿತರ ಸಹಾಯ ನೀಡುವ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವಾದರೂ ಅದು ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮೂಲಕವೇ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ನಗರ ಸರ್ಕಾರವು ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಯೋಗ್ಯ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಚರಣೆ ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ನಗರವಾಸಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಿಗುವುದು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುವುದು. In conclusion, neoliberal policy and urban reforms, there is a reflection in urban development policy in India of some influencing trends in the political system itself, which are calories of economic development strategies in general. It started with the approach of regional development planning, continuing with and comprehensive development programs. Along with the master plan approach, it took a formidable turn towards pro-liberal economic policy with emphasis on market and external assistance. The neoliberal perspective is leading to a complicated situation with stress on same mutually contradictory aspects. The political system is now gearing up to meet the challenges of high growth rate of large cities with ever expanding economic role. Thus, politics of urban development management has again been emphasized. Infrastructure development is a priority to attract the market. However, the challenges of urban restructuring in the context of neoliberal policy resort the needs of capacity building both at the planning and the ground level. In policy documents, planned development of cities has always been prioritized. There was little attempt to reconcile the aim of making cities as generators of economic momentum with the consideration of complex realities of sustainable urban development. In this process, there is a great danger of ever increased regional disparity and imbalanced provision for allocation of development assistance.